Hey guys, Nerd King 101 here, and today we're going to talk about pudding. Oh yeah, pudding. If you know me from my old channel or anything like that, you will know I don't like pudding. But I figured, why don't I sit down and actually discuss why I don't like pudding in this video. Now, allow me to explain my history with the character first. When I first met Pudding in the manga, I liked her. I thought she was really sweet. I thought she was a nice girl. I thought she looked interesting as a character. I liked that she was helping the Straw Hat. I liked the idea of her. I actually had a video I was planning on making a long time ago, like 2 years ago, on my old channel, about whether or not Pudding and Sanji should stay together in a romantic relationship. I really liked Pudding. Then we started seeing who Pudding really was, and I praised Oda. The amount of praise I gave Oda, you can look. I think I was reviewing One Piece around that time on my old channel. You can probably see the reviews. But the point is that the amount of praise I gave Oda for that twist is immense. I loved it. It was so well done. It was an amazing twist. It was great. I did not see Pudding being evil coming. And if he wanted me to hate Pudding, he succeeded. The way Pudding would talk to Sanji, the way she would laugh and giggle at the thought of murdering him, and the joy she got from deceiving him, and the way she manipulated him emotionally, made her such an unlikable, such an unlikable bitch. It was perfect. I loved it. It was an amazing twist. It was great writing, and Pudding was the first real villain in One Piece that I was like, oh, I actually hate her. That was a woman. I've had characters that I hadn't liked, like Akainu, Blackbeard, all great villains. We haven't really had any real female villains in One Piece that aren't like fan service characters, and some of them even end up becoming good. We had Perona. Perona kind of on the good side, but not necessarily the good side. He's on the same side as the Straw Hat now. It's the point. And so what happened was that then we had Khalifa and Khalifa, whatever, she's Khalifa. She's really just there to be hot, let's be honest. That's why Oda created her. Oda's a pervert, let's be honest. There's like no other purpose to Khalifa character besides to fight Nami and be good looking. But Pudding with the first female villain, I was like, yes, I hate you. And that is good. It's fun to hate a bad guy. And I loved it. And then at the wedding, something happened. But that eyeball thing happened. Sanji lifted the veil off of her head. He was like, everybody was kind of like waiting in anticipation for her to shoot Sanji. He saw her for her eyeball. And of course, Sanji being Sanji, this part I liked. Sanji being Sanji didn't care. Knowing she was going to kill him, being ready to get shot by a bullet, by Pudding to die, he was like, oh my god, that third eye of yours is so sexy. So that was great. That made me laugh hysterically. What made me angry with Pudding's reaction. So, that had never really been mentioned before. It was known that Big Mom was using Pudding. We knew that Big Mom was manipulating her. Because Pudding is, of course, the only member of the Big Mom Pirates able to read the poneglyphs. Though, if Big Mom wants to become Pirate King, which she does, she needs Pudding, because she was manipulating her. But out of nowhere, we get these retcons. I mean, it wasn't really a retcon, but Oda's like, here's a tragic backstory. And everybody discriminated against Pudding for her third eye. And it's like the Katakuri thing, but not done well, alright? In the real world, if somebody was discriminated against for having a third eye, that would be very sad. In a world like One Piece, where you have people that can turn into a giant golden metal Buddha that is like 10 stories tall and shoot energy blast out of their hand. And it's just, I can't take it seriously. You can't expect me to take pudding seriously. Because she's like, oh, everybody made fun of me for my eye. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any logical sense. Like, I actually, there's only a certain amount of suspension of disbelief you can have. I can suspend my disbelief that these things exist in this fantasy world, but I can't suspend my disbelief to the point where I'm going to believe pudding was discriminated against for having a third eye, where that is not even close to the craziest, weirdest thing on the Big Mom Pirate Crew. You have Big Mom has like 50 sons and like 30 something daughters. That alone is weird. It's not normal. I don't think women can even physically have the amount of children Big Mom had. I don't think anybody's ever been crazy enough to try, but come on. Somebody tell me in the comments, what is the maximum amount of children a woman had ever given birth to throughout her life? I'm actually genuinely curious, because I know it's not touching Big Mom. But the point is that she's like, nobody's ever complimented my eye before. Sanji, I love you now. Like, I legitimately really love you, and I want to marry you now. And we're gonna have a real romance now. And I'm like, wait. You wiped his sister's mind. We're planning on murdering his entire family. Outright said he was a pathetic piece of shit, and that you hated him. Okay, what did I never read the official translation. I've read the manga stream one, and that's what she said in the manga stream one. But the point is that Pudding said all that. Pudding did all of that. And he compliments her third eye, called it pretty, and she's like, I'm in love with you now. Because nobody's ever called me pretty before. You were willing to kill this man. Because Big Mom asked you to. You called him pathetic. You manipulated him. And he called you pretty, so now he's the best man on the planet. It's so cheesy and stupid and below Oda, in my opinion. And then there is her gag. Her gag of going between psychotic serial killer that wanted to murder Sanji's family to sweet, nice waifu thing for Sanji. It's not funny. Like, it isn't. I guess some people find it funny. I just think it's honestly really annoying. I really find it unbelievably annoying. Every chapter is switching between personalities. Now, if Oda wants to go with making her have like a personality disorder, fine. Go with that. Don't make it a gag. Because this isn't funny. Putting having a personality disorder isn't funny. It's annoying. And then there's just the fact that Oda expects me to take this seriously is unbelievable. I don't have the necessary suspension of disbelief for this, and it just leads to so many questions regarding things with Katakuri. Let's talk about Katakuri. Katakuri's mouth. Why is that sprained? I get it. His jaw is messed up. He has a messed up jaw. We have people in this universe that are like 15 feet tall. We have giants. We have mermaids. We have mermen. We have fishmen. We have people that can turn into elephants. We have a giant walking elephant island that had conversations with little boys that claimed to know people that died 30 years ago. Yeah, remember that when Momonosuke claims he met Roger? Yeah, that happened. I mean, it's most likely that he was getting confused with Ace, but that's not the point. The point is that there's a lot of this series is really weird. This series is incredibly out there, and I have no problems with people being discriminated against. But if Oda wants to have the race of people be discriminated against, they need to be different enough. They need to be different enough from all the other crazy things we've seen that I can buy it. An example of this is the Fifth Man. You know what is the difference between all the crazy other things between people like Pudding and a Fifth Man? A Fifth Man is part fish. They're not human. Pudding, at the end of the day, is still a human being. A Fifth Man isn't. They're something else. They're completely different biologically. They can breathe underwater. They can survive underwater even if they have a devil fruit. They're not normal. So the point I'm trying to get across here is you need to make the race that you're discriminating against so drastically different from all the crazy nonsense you've had so far that I can believe it. If you tell me somebody being discriminated against for having a third eye, I'm not going to buy it. That doesn't make logical sense, and it's just not believable. But that is really just my thoughts on the whole Pudding thing. Did you guys like this kind of video? Tell me. I'll probably be doing a lot of these. I like just sitting in front of the camera and talking. I'm probably also going to be doing a live stream like this. This is how I'll do my stream. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave the video a like, subscribe for more videos, and tell me what you want me to talk about from One Piece. I don't do reviews, and I know Snake Man probably has already happened by the time I upload it. So yeah, tell me down below what I should talk about, and I'll talk about it. I'll talk about anything from One Piece pretty much, besides power scaling. That's not my thing, but you can suggest that even. I'll give it a whirl. And yeah, you can drop Naruto suggestions or drop suggestions for theories you want me to review, and if I have time, I'll watch them and review them. I definitely want to grow this channel, so yeah. Peace out, guys.